Hi guys! I wanted to talk to you about my Young Living story and how I got started. So about a year and a half ago, my friend Holly was having a class up in Northern California, and it had been a while since we'd seen each other since I moved up north. And I wasn't going to be able to make it to the class due to the timing, but we talked and I went a little early so that we could hang out and catch up a little bit. When I got there, another woman was also there a little early, and Holly was talking to her about Young Living. And so I just sat back for a little while and was listening to their conversation, and I was, definitely intrigued. I had been invited to other classes before in the past, going a couple years back, but I was definitely a big skeptic on how essential oils worked. I was very unsure of them. And, I was involved in other network marketing companies and really just didn't want anything to do with another one. So, anyways, I was listening to what she had to say and decided, that I wanted to buy some too. And so I ended up buying a kit. I was using the kit for about probably 7 or 8 months. The only thing I was doing was actually diffusing the oils. So I didn't ingest any of them. I didn't apply any of them topically. I had read some articles online and I was really worried about what they did. I was kind of unsure about the oils and, I had heard maybe they could be harmful. Who knows? So I didn't actually do anything but diffuse them. A little bit about my background is that I grew up with pretty severe sinus infections, asthma, and a bunch of respiratory problems. So I was diffusing RC a lot, knowing that that is for respiratory comfort. That was definitely the oil that I ran out of first. And so then a couple months go by and I noticed that I started getting sick again. And I thought back and I realized, the whole time that I had been using RC, I was really feeling great. And now that I had run out of it from the kit and I hadn't replaced anything, I wasn't feeling well again. And so I actually ended up getting pretty severely sick. I think I had bronchitis. I went to the doctor, and something that they always do is tell me they want to put me on steroids. I've been on steroids more times than I can count. I have my own nebulizer at home so that when I have asthma attacks, it just really gets right to the problem immediately. And pretty much I've been told by the doctors that I need to be on several prescriptions 24/7 in order to live a normal, happy life. And to me, that really wasn't working. I mentioned to the doctor that I really wanted to get pregnant and that, my husband and I were talking about starting a family. And time again, they would tell me with the medications you're taking, we would strongly avoid it. There's not enough research. And I felt like time and time again, I was getting really discouraged. Like, when am I going to be healthy enough and not be on these meds and finally be able to start the family that we've been wanting to? So I decided to actually research more about the oils, really look into them. I ended up purchasing more RC and a lot of other respiratory comfort oils and getting on Young Living's Essential Rewards program. And it was just life-changing for me. For me personally, I've been off prescription medications for 7 months, which is a huge win because it was something that since I was about 8 years old, I have been on constant medication. So for me, that is, a complete win in my book. And I'm so thankful that I went to go visit my friend Holly that day and, decided to look into Young Living oils a little more. And then about 6 months ago, I had a friend reach out to me thinking of joining a network marketing company, wanting to, make a little extra side cash, and reached out and said, do you know of any companies? Are there any that you suggest or that you've seen? Because she had known that I had done some in the past and had been pretty successful. And, I told her like my friend Holly sells Young Living oils, and, then I have other friends selling, different skincare lines and all this different stuff, and kind of just left it open to her. And then my friend Susan came back to me and said, I think I actually want to get a kit, not to necessarily make money, but, and so then I thought about it and I said, why am I not selling this? This is something that I have a passion about. I am, really, it's life changing for me. So why am I, going to refer her to a friend instead of going through myself? And a lot of my hesitation had to do with my job, my career. I hold certain licenses and I have to have an approval process in order to have any other type of income or activity coming in. And so I was really hesitant to kind of jump into the business side of Young Living. And then, in May of this year, I went through and I decided that I didn't care what it was going to take, that I was so passionate about these products and the way that they've affected me and the people around me that I needed to be a part of this, organization and let people know. And so I got the approval from my primary job and just started sharing. And, lots of friends of mine have just decided to, become members and get oils because they've seen these life-changing things happen to them. So that was a little bit about me, and I'm excited to share more Young Living in the future.